Hey, how we going, guys? Mickey of Not Cartel, back another kick-ass beer review. Going to review my third non-alcoholic beer. This one using a very new hop variety called Dolcita. A very new hop, although it is available in 2023-2024 crop, which is what I received. So I had two of the 2024 crop sent plus a 2023. Three ounces, so 1 ounce of or 2 ounces of 2024 and 1 ounce of 2023 sent over to me from the States. HBC, the hop breeding company, is responsible for the work that's gone into Dolcita, like a lot of hops coming out of the States, coupled with a couple of little boutique breweries. One is Grist over in America, who do a lot of collaboration beers, and it's more sort of like a gypsy type setup where they will take the hops on and they'll brew alongside the hop growers and release their beers under a collaboration of grower and brewer. That's what I'm reading. So that's one of the breweries over there, small boutique brewery over there, probably in the Yakima Valley, where a lot of these hops come out of. Yakima Chief hops, or YCH I think it is, Yakima Chief hops. Are also involved in a lot of the growing side of these new hops coming out, as is there's quite a few in New Zealand as well. So many get those growers on board, and they collaborate with brewers, and they collaborate with breeders. Really good things coming out. So as we know, with what's coming out of New Zealand, with your Nectarons and the other sorts of hops like that, Crush, another really good hop coming out of the States is Crush, and that is taken the world by storm. So Crush is one of the hops they've actually paired along with Dolcita, Centennial, Cascade, a few other newer varieties there, New World hops, coupled together with the Dolcita in brewing trials, and really good feedback. But this one, all I've done is bittered with Magnum, used a base standard pale ale recipe, pale malt, a little bit of crystal, some carapils. Basically that's it. That's all that's gone into it, keeping it very sort of basic. Cut down the crystal side of it, just so I can get these hops to shine through a little bit more, particularly because it's a non-alcoholic beer. Still on that sober journey. We're 4.5 months into it now. It could have been a little bit longer, but I did indulge in way back in the beginning a couple of drinks with family member when they come to visit, but I didn't really have. I think it was probably 2 beverages at the most then. So I could have been a lot further along than what I was. I'd done well when they did come to visit, that I actually sort of limited myself to a couple, but I've had nothing since. It's either been an ultra low alcohol, 0 alcohol, and then it's only been sort of 1 or 2 ultras, which is basically doesn't even register. So anyway, this one was brewed using, once again, the arrested fermentation. I think it was Skid Baxter that commented on one of the videos a while back in regards to how I go about doing it, and he always sort of what he read from research and sort of reading up was that bacteria and nasties can develop in non-alcoholic beers if you don't do it right. So to answer that question, I use arrested fermentation. There's other ways to do it. You can obviously use a yeast like Nolo, I think it's called. It eats through the sugars but doesn't produce alcohol, and there's other sorts of ways to do it too, but we're using the arrested fermentation. Way of doing it. And arrested fermentation is obviously, we brew it as a normal beer, so mash temperature was actually a little bit higher than normal. You can brew it a very low temperature. You can do cold fermentation, and you can do a warmer mash, which would obviously difference between a lower and a high would be either a dry beer or a sweet beer. More residual sugars left over, non-fermentable sugars. We've gone with that sort of roundabout the normal mashing temperature. Done the arrested fermentation, which means that we have a normal starting gravity, and then we monitor very closely. This is why I haven't done a lot of them, because it's the best way to go about doing it, I feel, for personally, but you have to be very much around it constantly and keep checking it, keep doing your gravity checks. You only want to come down a couple of points until you reach that 0.4 to 0.5, ideally less than 0.5% alcohol, and then you basically halt fermentation, get into a keg, kill the yeast however you want to do it. You can obviously do a chemical kill, or you can just do it cold crash into the keg, carbonate, away you go. So arrested fermentation is definitely my way, my preferred way to do it. Okay, there she is, Dolcita, non-alcoholic pale ale. Colour looks good. It's a nice colour for a pale ale. A little bit on the lighter side due to the fact that yeah, I haven't used as much crystal in this. Crystal, more sort of sweetness, but some of the crystal that I've used, it's supposed to be a medium crystal, and that you get a sort of in between a lower to medium. Some of it still had a lot of colour about it, so yeah, I've cut back on it only to help these hops shine through a bit more, get more of that pale malt mouthfeel or aroma and flavour coming through to go with the hops. So it looks good. The smell. So they say descriptors are ripe citrus, or very ripe orange, candied, peach rings. So they're saying it's very much a gummy candy type. A lot of these hops that are coming out now do have that gummy candy thing going on. So they do play really well in beers, of particularly the IPAs and the pale ale. So you get that more of that candy flavour. I wouldn't say more of the sort of artificial, but I think this is more like a real punchy sort of candy with that still that almost genuine fruit salads and citrusy, piffy, and flavours like that coming through, and obviously the aromas. So straight away I'm picking up the pineapple, and a little bit on this past that is I'm definitely picking up peach rings and citrus pith, but pineapple, so very juicy, overripe pineapple is all in the aroma there. One of the other descriptors that they are saying is creamy. It's got a creamy sort of aroma to it, or possibly flavour, but we'll find out. It's going for a taste. It's a little bit of Magnum at the top end for some bitterness. Now, I wasn't going to use any bittering. I just wanted to basically do a standard pale ale recipe and just use the Dolcita. So the main thing I'm picking up here is the pineapple, citrus pith. So very, like I said, very, very ripe. Slightly, like that very acidic, ripe orange citrus. And that peach, very zingy. So I'd say it's the zinginess from the citrus and zinginess from the peach, whereas it's quite sweet for the the pineapple side of it. So the acidity of the pineapple is really pretty much non-existent. It's more that sweetness of the pineapple, but That is delicious. Yes, 100% it would play well with other hops. Because of the style of brewing and the type of beer it is, I'd rather just, you know, sort of basic. Basic introductions of those hops. Can't even tell that is non-alcoholic. Maybe I'm just getting used to it. I don't know, but yeah. So tastes like a hop-forward session pale ale. You can see where they're getting the creamy descriptor from. It is much like these other new varieties that have come out where they use the descriptor of creamy. I don't think the words are stringent, but these new ones that have the creamy descriptors is more like a coating. It sort of hangs on the palate and it's not offensive. It's I guess it's like sort of more of a concentration of flavour. This is also available in advanced hop products. So your incognito and other sorts of hop products like that, where the flavours are more concentrated and there's less vegetable matter and more of that those resins and alphas and beta acids and stuff like that in it. Yeah, 100%. That I'm really grateful that they were sent across to me. Was released not long ago. Basically, as soon as it was available to the public, was sent to me, and because of the style of brewing, I was able to turn it around quite quickly. So it has been almost 3 weeks now. So it was sort of not even a week of the brewing side of things, and it's been in a keg for a little while. So this is really the first taste that I've had of it off the keg. Cheers.